Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the last game for today, the Dota 2 Champions League. Well, it's the BO3 Team Empire versus S+4. You call him S4, Mike, and I call him S+4, but the real name is Skorokhod+4. I mod that name. Love it. Well, we had two great games. The second one extra good because of some throwy Dota. But now we're in the last one then. One of these teams going home. Who do you think have showed more promise?
Dire team's turn to pick.
I mean, the last game was a pretty good attempt there from Empire.
Radiant team's turn to pick.
I do think it was like at a certain point just the draft of S+4 that was just so much stronger in the late game that helped them win. So I'm liking Empire slightly here to take it, but it is clearly going to be very close. And well, Warlock's going to be picked up once again, but this time it's on the other side.
5 seconds remaining.
Well, Team Empire says, you guys have been giving that hero a lot of love. Why not we give it a check out? Also, I would like to see these teams actually maybe ban out or pick the OD for themselves before going for a kiteable hero like Ursa this game.
I mean, it does seem like OD is just going to be one of those heroes. I mean, I like the Batrider pick. We saw him have a couple of difficulties in the last game, but we also see exactly what Batrider's meant to do, just jump in, disable, and get those kills. Even after a slow start by Ghost Stick, still was able to end up in a pretty decent spot when he needed to. OD, powerful hero still in, Sand King still in, Ogre still in, if S+4 want to take a stab at that type of strategy from Team Empire. Yeah. It wouldn't be the worst for sure.
Well, the Batrider gets picked up. Maybe Oracle is gonna follow as per tradition. You know, hard counter. When you ban out, no, we get Cowlin, First Spirit. Who Rochka plays this, right?
Yes, he plays a sick one also.
Okay.
So
that's I saw a ban on it in the last game as well. Game 1, I think there was a ban on First Spirit.
Yeah, it was like one of those later bans.
Radiant team's turn to ban.
But definitely a comfort zone hero. It's a very proactive hero up against a Warlock, so you may just have engagements where Warlock is locked down 100-0, not able to cast anything useful for the team. That's what Earth Spirit is going to at least give you the chance of. And versus the Nyx Assassin, you have very much so similar chances. So I like this opening for S+4. Empire just get two very powerful heroes. They don't really work fantastically well with one another, but hey, I mean, they're really good at killing things, I guess.
Yeah. Well, the Nyx Assassin obviously gonna be a counter to the Batrider, but they have to. Team Empire have to remember that today is Powell and Warlock Day, so picking that Warlock does come with some consequences. So they have to live with those. But the Earth Spirit, we'll see how it does shape things here. Have not seen one for this entire tournament, I think. Maybe one at the most. But S+4, they pull out their trump card here. Are they going to be able to best Team Empire with this? You know, it's a really annoying rumor, but it does come with a lot of downsides. It's good for those team fight control and everything, but he's not that pusher that can stop creep wave, split push or whatever, and you know, he's a melee hero still, so there are disadvantages. So that hero is not all doing. The hero does a lot, give him that, but it's not all powerful. Not now anyway. He used to be all powerful, but Ice Frog made him semi-mortal.
Not as OP nowadays. You trade off like the potential scalability compared to someone like a bounty hunter. They usually fill pretty similar roles, but you don't have that track, obviously. So what you see is what you get as Earth Spirit. Your early game is therefore all the more important, since there really is no recovery phase for an Earth Spirit. If you have a bad early game, you're most likely just gonna have a bad game in total. But you know, that's where the skill of the player really comes into play. And S+4, they're experienced at playing with this hero. Is very good versus Warlock. Is okay versus Nyx Assassin, Spike Carapace. Usually good to get him out of harm's way, but the slows on Earth Spirit last for a very long time, that even after Spike Carapace wears off, you will probably still be able to at least right-click him at least a little bit more. So interested to see what this Empire draft is actually going to look like, because right now, again, they have two very powerful individual heroes that don't really work
10
all that well
seconds remaining.
once put together. No huge synergy there. I mean, Nick Assassin
5
even like
seconds
is,
remaining.
okay up against Batrider, okay up against Earth Spirit, but not really do we see Nick
Reserve
Assassin being
time.
picked up unless he's up against like an OD or a Medusa.
OD Medusa, well, that is not something I've seen in a while. I mean, it's okay. This is shaping up to be the good old CIS draft that I'm used to. Actually, this is an Empire draft. Back when Illidan was on it? Wait. CIS players have been around so much that I forgot where they used to be.
Pretty much every single player in the CIS region has played on a team with any other one player.
Probably, yeah. But I think at one point, I remember Illidan being in the draft with silencers.
10
So
seconds remaining.
what interests me is this a core silencer or is this
5 seconds remaining.
the support silencer? The mid silencer has potential to be pretty powerful given the right circumstances. And if you collect that early intel, you know, he kind of has that semi-Legion Commander vibe as well. You know, collecting that permanent damage, permanent stat for the late game. Could be cool.
The downside is that he is
No
very,
stun.
very killable. If you put him in the support role, it doesn't really matter if he dies a handful of times. In the core role, though, if you don't have a farm
Dire
silencer,
team's
he's
turn
going
to
to be a support silencer, and then you're down a core. And with Empire having an Ogre Magi and Nyx Assassin, the silencer is probably better off just being more expendable towards the support, and now a Slark as well. Like, this is not a fun time to be a silencer. Also not a great time to be a Batrider, but S+4, they get a Magnus 4th without any huge way of capitalizing off of an RP, no melee core just yet for the Empower. So that is going to be their final safe lane,
10
I would
seconds
imagine.
remaining.
Then just anyone with cleave, really.
5 seconds
Yeah,
remaining.
well,
Team fight dominance for S+4 is strong, but it's not even
Dire
that
team
strong.
Silencer is good with Bat because the Bat Rider usually goes in there. It's a surprise, but you know what you do is you have the counterplay from the Warlock, the Nyx Assassin, but with that Silencer you hit the STFU button, you stop the counterplay for a couple of seconds, enough to pull someone out. Maybe you have your Magnus get in position for the RP. Could be a big
5
deal.
seconds
Ganking the
remaining.
Slark around the map becomes easier as well, but right now they need someone that can blow up this Slark, and I'm just
Dire
cracking
team's
my
turn
head
to
to think who it is, but I think it's PA.
I think it's PA. Any chance for like a...
Who else do you
I
think
was
it'll
gonna
be?
say Ember. Ember isn't that good here. It has to be melee. Like that's a 100% requirement. And Medusa's out the
10
window because you're
seconds
going up against an
remaining.
Nyx Assassin, so you can't just make use of that
PA fits the
Empower.
bill.
We've seen...
5 seconds remaining.
Was that?
PA fits the bill.
Yeah.
I would be pretty against the Sven, but you know, it could work. But PA has a natural built-in blink that is good to follow up with a Batrider, so you don't have to build one. You can fight earlier. You can really get some good RNG strikes on slot.
Liking PA a lot. I think it's possible we see an Alchemist. Everyone else, I mean, Ember Spirit is, I guess, also possible, but not very likely. Juggernaut is still in, is okay. I wouldn't mind a Juggernaut. It's pretty good up against an Nyx Assassin.
Yeah, it's not bad. Jug's actually pretty good here. Forgot to mention that. You know, usually Jug doesn't make it this far without bans. But yeah, a Juggernaut definitely could be. But let's look at Team Empire's mid. What did it give G here? Puck? I kind of like Puck, you know. Restricts Magnus's movement, Earth Spirit's movement, locks Batrider in place. Is a good AoE team fight. I think Puck's actually decent here. Queen might be a bit dangerous to have.
10 seconds remaining.
I'm not really sure if
Queen
you
is
wanna
a
go
G hero as well.
5 seconds
Their
remaining.
scalability is pretty good in the Slark, so they don't really need to go into someone like TA. They're gonna get an Alchemist.
This is actually
Right,
pretty
power
bad
out.
for S+4. They don't have any Alchemist counters. They don't have
You
Alchemist
just gotta
counters, they
hope
don't
that
have...
your empowered hero is
Yeah,
high enough
PA.
damage.
Yeah, PA. But then that makes it... but the
10
thing is that the
seconds remaining.
problem with ensuring that your last pick is a melee is that
5
your
seconds
siege
remaining.
engine is suddenly not the best because you have to go up to the tower to
Using
hit
up
it, so
reserve
you have to
times
run up
remaining.
among acid spray. And if the Nyx has that Aghanim Scepter by then, it's gonna be really hard to just walk up like that and hit the tower. Now Seedoy, he's got to go back for the Juggernaut. Worked well for him in game number 2. Why not go back to game number 1? Go back here for game number 3. So it's up to Ghoststick to see how well he plays on his Nyx Assassin. Getting a axe from the Alchemist will be great, but I'm not sure G can get to that level of farm. The aggression from S+4 is very apparent.
There's a very similar situation going on here compared to game 2, where the Dire side have just insane late game and the Radiant kind of had to crack it early on. Except the Radiant lineup S+4 don't really have an overwhelmingly powerful early game. It is certainly very potent with Batrider, and Juggernaut lanes are usually pretty solid. They have a freaking Earth Spirits for crying out loud. So yeah, their early game is okay, but is it going to be good enough to get through Acid Spray, as you were mentioning, to get through Nyx Assassin ganks? A Slark who should be getting, I would imagine, an okay amount of farm going up against a Batrider. We already saw that in game 1, or maybe it was the other series, but Slark going up against Batriders had a completely free time because there's not much to worry about. Defensively, you don't have to worry about the Napalm stacking up since you just packed it off. So I do like Empire's draft a lot more than S+4's. Just Magnus and Silencer to me are always going to be those very hit or miss heroes, and you can't really count on them to always
kind
perform.
of like it's like the last game, right? They have this powerhouse in the early stages, mid game, they get the Blink Daggers, they get the ultimates, they go. But like I said again, these two teams, I don't trust them to be crisp and disciplined. They're there to make things interesting, to put it in nice terms. They always botch it up some way, extend the game a little bit longer. I mean, if Empire had played disciplined Dota, they would have cleaned out that game earlier. But they made some crucial mistakes in the sieging, got picked off, distracted, got 5-man wipe, bought more time for the Juggernaut to get big, and here we are in game 3. So because of that, I'm voting Empire too. But we'll see. We'll see how this game goes. It's up to S+4 to really play disciplined here, and we'll see if Earthspirit is the medicine they need. Tamawell on the Magnus, Seedoy, Juggernaut, Vanskor, Silencer, Shashlo on the Batrider, and last but not least, we have the Earthspirit Kaolin on Rochka. Looking at them.
And rip Alchemist.
Why?
He's gone. Everyone, Empire is. Oh, we got Poshka's Ogre Magi again.
Gonna feed a few
Dude,
kills.
He was like so freaking over aggressive in, what was it, last game? Whatever game he was in.
Slaughter, Ogre.
Yeah.
Yep.
I really like Empire's chance of winning this just off of draft alone. I think they're also playing better, but even without any other games being played,
but
this is
still,
game
it could
1,
go
and
wrong.
Still like Empire.
These Warlock solo supports are very volatile, very easily abused there by a dual lane or something. So Juggernaut, pretty independent hero, so allows the Earth Spirit to move around the map. So Rochka roaming there could find a Batrider kill. Batrider could find a Warlock kill if the Slark is too far away from him. So has to be careful with the harassment. But overall, Nyx Assassin, Ghoststick, I think he's one of the guys that needs to play well here. Make the space, because Nyx Assassin can make a lot of space. If you roam at the right points, snipe the right couriers, force TPs, you can really slow down a team's tempo. So Aloha Dan's gonna pick Slark, G's gonna play that Alchemist, the Moneymaker, Seaman Slayer on the Warlock, the guy that's gonna be powered on today, with Poshka on that YOLO Ogre. And last but not least, we have the guy that needs to make the plays, Ghoststick on his Nyx.
On the other end, it's Roger who has to make all the big plays. Like, it's 100% up to the Earth Spirit to make sure that these lanes are locked down. He is going to be what wins this top lane for Batrider if Batrider is to win the top lane. Being able to roll in on the Warlock, you probably can't kill off a Slark. It would require him making a big mistake if that was going to happen, but you can definitely kill off the Warlock and
30
then
seconds to
pressure the
battle.
Slark out of lane to make sure that he doesn't CS every single creep there. So Roger has played a mean Earth Spirit. They're going to smoke up again, actually. Did S+4 already smoke up once?
Yeah.
Seems like everyone's smoking up a lot nowadays.
Alright, they know that there are deep walls planted in, so this could be the play, and then Magnus goes for some cheesy skewer level 1, could put that Alchemist on the cliff. We'll see if that's going to be the case here. Tamai Wow might be thinking about it. This Ogre, oh no, they're going to roll in, there's the skewer, there we go. Nope, not going to push him on the cliff, but they will kill him. So G going to start this game off with a first blood. to Sidoi, and he does not even get the rune, so extra insult to injury. This is when you chat wheel GG well played.
This observer ward in the mid lane for Empire means that they will never ever expect S+4 to be in that position, so they get first blood, kill off the alchemist, that's all well and good, but more importantly,
Steals
to make
rune.
sure that the rune doesn't go to G, it goes to anyone else.
Oh, the skewer to the
Attack the ogre.
tower! Poshka is just feeding a lot of these early games, but at least he won't be dying here.
Picked up Bloodlust level 1.
Yeah.
Ogre with Bloodlust level 1 is fairly bad. Can't really do anything except run at the opposition.
Yeah, he has the Opal Venom though, so that might be his plan. It's kind of poor man's windlace, right? Is that it?
I guess it's the rich man's windlace.
I mean, you're not spending money.
It accomplishes pretty much the same thing. And he'll have Ignite soon, so it's not a terribly huge deal. But this mid lane selection of Alchemist going up against Magnus, once you get Acid Spray, you should be fine. The threat is that, if you mess up a little bit, you get skewered into the tower. Shouldn't really be that hard to avoid, G, but at least Tame Wild has some sort of counterplay here kill-wise without needing any help.
Yeah. Skipping on Shockwave so far. Ghost Stick gonna get a 80% slow here. Earth Spirit already making his mark on the map there. Striking once and twice there on those heroes. And the Nyx Assassin gonna get a -2, actually -4 now total, as G donates 2 over to the Silencer as well. And these things can come back to haunt you. The Svanskor Silencer could become a big threat.
Roger already showing off what he can do. He's going to look for another rune steal on G.
Nope, not this time.
Almost. If he was able to grab that would have been
Tilting.
so freaking baller. But still, he's level 2, and it's 2 minutes in. He's pushing level 3, in fact. So Earth Spirit's influence on this game is looking like it's going to be one of the more successful Earth Spirit games. Not too late for him to slow down, but as long as he's able to sit near the Alchemist lane, keep Miposhka there, that's already a pretty big win for someone like an Earth Spirit.
Yeah. Aloha Dance has been putting a lot of damage onto Shush though, so he's barely gotten an EXP, got 2.5 there. But meanwhile, Tame Wild tries for the skewer play into the tower, but will not be successful. Miposhka staying away from those nasty horns. But yeah, Tame Wild is going to take quite a bit of harassment here. Gonna be annoyed. G could have his lane made safer, but that means he gets less XP.
Tame Wild is still gonna get a little bit of help now and again from the Earth Spirit. Skewer is up. Can they get behind him?
Oh, they kick him.
Kick Skewer? Not quite. Oh, now they can. Nope.
Oh, they skewer forward. I'm not sure they kill him now. They have Shockwave level 2. This could be big enough to kill him. But Roshka has roll in 2 seconds. The Shockwave comes out. The roll coming in. Getting body blocked there by the Ogre, so the direction isn't there. Have to really use those custom directionals if you want to prime that one. But not going to be the case here. G dropping low there. His bottle still flying back, so... No, he doesn't even have a bottle. Soul Ring first. Okay, this is greedy, G. This is greedy.
Speaking of greedy shots though, playing it really fast and loose up on the top lane. Luckily for him, the pounce just barely misses. Otherwise, he's unable to move, and Warlock just kills him with right clicks from there on out. But this Batrider is getting experience, I suppose, but I mean, this is just Slark lane versus Batrider. This is usually how it goes. You have to spam Napalm, so you fill up the enemy Slark's magic stick, and he just gets packed off, and he has unlimited health, unlimited mana, and you just can't kill him. So yeah, this top lane is going pretty darn well for Empire. Mid lane, it isn't the best for G. He only got 1 bounty rune so far, but I mean, it's an alchemist. He's not dying a lot, so things could be worse.
Yeah. The heal comes out. Nyx Assassin gets a solo kill on Silencer. Wow, I didn't expect that to happen, but I guess that's what happens when you tank neutrals. And yeah, that's a big one to get. I looked away because I didn't expect him to get it, because Silencer was at full health.
And Ghost Stick's not level 6.
Yeah, it's an invisibility rune. So maybe Silencer tanked up a little bit too much of that large camp that he was farming, but that's a big kill to get.
Solo kill, I mean, that's him at level
Okay,
5
here comes the
now.
roll again. They're looking for G, but this time it's not going to be successful. Rochka takes a huge hit from the tower from that -5 in the acid spray. This sentry ward just barely skimming that observer.
Again, a pretty big kill for Nick's Assassin. He's going to grab an Iron Talon. His level 6 should be coming up pretty soon. He has gone for 1 point mana burn.
To
not
burn
really
the
seen all
Juggernaut's
that often
mana.
unless you have someone worth mana burning, Darkseer or OD, you know, a hero like that. So his Vendetta ganks aren't going to be quite as potent as they potentially could be. But still, he will have that pretty soon, and the sooner he gets online, the sooner he can help out with his mid lane scenario, which is forcing a lot of heroes here for S+4. They have 4 heroes in this mid lane, and seems like the Bat Rider somehow didn't get smoked up there, but you know, Roger wants to get these kills. That's his job. Looks like there'll be some opportunities here as G is just farming.
That's
Overall, he's going to hurt him
tank
quite a
the
bit here, but it looks like they might just go for Miposhka.
Yeah, he might be tanking the
They
gank.
see the
here.
acid now, I think.
Yeah. This could be the time to go on it, but I don't think he's going in. Oh no! Gets caught, and that he will not be getting out. There's another -2. And the RP being used onto the Ogre of all people. He's forced to use his ultimate just to get out of there. And now he might die to the Ignite. It's not going to be enough damage for the infused raindrop to block it. So he's going to burn down. He's going to tick. And he drops. Oh man. Raindrop's not saving him because there was too little damage. Who would have thought?
They also had a Observer Ward, which I did not expect to be there for S+4, but they were seeing him the entire time. And another sentry that's right out of range of an Observer. Well, this time it's going the other way, so yeah, they're able to take down Alchemist at the expense of their Magnus. Is still a relatively decent trade here for S+4 and Poshka. Bang score.
Let's go. Ignite. Oh, no mana of Ignite because he started with the Bloodlust though. Yeah, looks like G, they're just trying to contest the Alchemist stacks, and G has not been having a fun day. Everyone's mid. It's the when I'm mid, everyone's mid kind of game.
Or at least he still has his stacks. Like,
Yeah, nothing
slowing
that
the
can
Alchemist
really
from doing
steal.
his stacks is nice, but it's not game breaking. If you steal his stacks,
They're coming to steal
that
it.
is game breaking. Well, they're gonna look to steal his stacks.
Oh, they're gonna miss. Oh no, they landed, but they get 2 big creeps out of that. But I think the challenge comes now. The Sentry Ward, Ghost Stick has level 6, and I don't think Silencer is getting out of here. Like, Van score goodbye. Gets caught and brought down by the Nyx Assassin. They give the money over to him. Rochka has to be careful there. He does have the rolls, so he doesn't have to worry too much about it. But they have another $100. They will be giving over to G there. And I think now with the team under, well, Alchemist under his team's care, he should be getting his stacks and his farm nicely through. The armlet should be on the way. But oh no, they still want a challenge.
Coming in.
Yeah.
A new challenger approaches the ring. There's an
Uh-oh.
Omni Slash.
No stun, and
Ukes.
just get the Ukes there. And now with the Empower as well, they're stealing this. Did they get punished for this? There's the Curse to the Silence, and they will actually get it. So the roll on in, there's the leap forward. They stun up the Juggernaut. The RP's there again. We'll get that kill, but Seedoy dropping very low there. He's gonna drop, he's gonna tick from the fire. The Orb of Venom's still there. Miposhka with the Bloodlust. You laugh at that spell, but it gave him the speed to get him. They club him down, and there's the pounce in 6 seconds. As Shadow Dance is catched him while he skewers to the top lane. Van Score could be the damage they need to pick him off there. Tries to suicide to neutrals, ends up dying. Oh boy, Shush Slow now coming in for Aloha Dance, trying to get that creep steal by Aloha Dance. He might actually go in there and get the kill himself. Shashlo has to be careful here. It's a low health slot, but still. G's just not a happy camper right now.
He was honestly kind of asking for it by trying to constantly clear out stacks that large with only level 2 Acid Spray. It goes so much faster once you have that additional level in level 3 or level 4 Acid Spray, and it could have been a lot of hassle saved, but they end up stealing, I want to say about 60-70-ish% of that stack. G actually doesn't really get that much out of it, so S+4 doing their best to shut down this Alchemist, killing him off a handful of times as well, is going to cost them a lot, because the rest of the Empire squad was there, but
They
I
lost
think
their jump
S+4
too,
should
though.
be kind of
That's
okay with the fact
pretty
that
bad.
they don't have to really worry about an Alchemist just yet.
No, the problem is by doing this, they are not taking real objectives. They're wasting time ganking the creep camp, you can almost say. They're ganking a creep camp. So when you gank a creep camp, you're not pushing towers, you're just biding time. And if you look at the net worth, 4.5k for the Slug. He's top net worth. So in spite of all their nonsense, they cannot forget that there is a Slug as well. That hero will eat them alive if they let it get out of hand.
crush them.
And G will always come back. You can never fully stop an alchemist from farming.
You can make him as irrelevant
You can slow him
as you
down.
can possibly,
But
so you don't have to worry about an alchemist and a Slark. Still, they have to worry a lot about a Slark, and I'm not really sure.
Poshka doesn't have Fire Blast yet.
Super easy.
But just gonna Bloodlust now. Bloodlust getting to a respectable level now. G got really lucky there with the Mud Golems as well just now when he was stacking. So extra money for that Evil's Greed.
Random Earth Spirit illusions. Can I do anything here? I want to believe, but no, it's not gonna happen. But either way, they're instead of taking objectives, it's like actively taking away an objective from the alchemist. It has its value, and they will still get their towers eventually. They will do just that on the bottom lane. No contest there. Alchemist is still gonna be farming up pretty well, but more so heavier concern should be on the Slark, should be on Ghost Stick, honestly. Like 3-1-1 of the Assassin, he's pretty darn farmed. At this point, maxed out in the Impale, has Vendetta, of course, up again, so it is going to be a lot of space creation for this Alchemist. Even though they slowed him down, the rest of the team has enough to push everyone back so the Alchemist can still find farms safely.
Well, now they search out Shashlo. And with this scouting, maybe the Slark can come in for a gander here on this Bat Rider. They know that he's going to go and try and farm this with Firefly. Ghost Stick is going to try this alone, maybe? Yeah, he's going to wait for backup here. The Warlock is there. They start the stun. Immediately goes for the Impale. They go for Rock, though, so maybe that's a tier 1 push. Yeah, syncs up perfectly. But now, the burn is not going to be enough. Is it going to take him down? Yes, it will. So, Raindrops, once again, not saving from DOT. And he ticks there to the Warlock. And Seaman the Slayer going to enjoy that extra gold infusion. But Warlock, Golem. And G getting farm middle. So, yeah, you can only care about so many things at once on a map.
It's a chaotic offering for a tower and a kill. A kill on a pretty important target also, a Bat Rider who is not having the best time of his life, squarely in the middle of the net worth chart. So for Empire, that's kind of the way you want to use that ultimate. And
Dance gets caught there, has the last word. The Golem sends him down, and I like this use of that Shadow Dance immediately. Aloha Dance will bail out. TMI Wild still looking for that RP, but that Golem is just putting so many screws into his face and now blocking his roll. Rochka gets picked off. Seaman the Slayer with that dominating kill. TMI Wild might start the RP here, but is it going to be enough? The Shadow Blade is there.
No damage.
And, he will quell away the Sentry Ward. Is that going to be a kill? He pounces on the Bat Rider, so prevents a further chase, but the Jug comes in, finds that kill. Seaman the Slayer now going to be buying time for him. The Spike Carapace lands on the Bat. Bat going to drop one more hit. Will find it there. Nope. Pops the sticks. Will it be enough now? And Healing Ward, wow, bails him out, and now Napalm is there. Seedoy gonna find another one. So that's triple for that Juggernaut. Once again, starting a great game for the Jug player.
That was incredibly bold there from Nick Assassin to try to take down a Bat Rider. It's one of the tankier heroes, heroes in the game, so it's not like a freebie pickoff there for the Nyx Assassin. Unfortunately for Slarky, maybe in a different world could have used that leap to actually get away from the Bat Rider instead of landing on him, and he maybe could have survived there. But still, this is okay for Empire. Like, it's not the best, obviously, since they lose so many heroes, give a lot over towards the Juggernaut. But this is all with the effort of giving G space. They got him a good, what, like a minute, 2 minutes to farm up on this Alchemist, so he's actually at 3,000 gold right now with an Ancient stack that should put him over the top for a Relic.
Courier dead.
Do you have anything? I still don't know how to select couriers. Feels bad, man.
Yeah, but Acid Spray now, we're gonna farm the Ancients, and yeah, we quote stopped G from farming. He has his Relic. So yeah, just Alchemist things.
This Tame My Wild build though.
Yeah, Echo Saber is very popular now. I think I casted the game yesterday. All the Magnuses went for the same thing. They are just sitting here waiting for this Magnus to show in lane maybe. Ghost Stick. Oh, now gonna get revealed there. Goes for the mana burn on Tame My Wild. Just burns his mana a little bit. Harasses him. There's the money on the Relic. Radiance soon.
I could see Echo Saber Magnus being a thing. I'm not sure if it's better than Blink though.
No, they get Blink in the end, but the Echo Saber allows for better solo kills as well as better farming speed in the jungle. Because I think Dendi
I
popularized
can
it.
see that for a farming item, like empowered clearing, like Sven. Yeah, that's fine.
I mean, that's what I was told anyway. Dendi Mag does that from what I've been told. A few other mags do that, but Dendi does play a lot of mag here.
Well, yeah, you should still be able to get a decent amount of farm. Only 1 point skewer seems to be working out okay for him so far, so it's not the end of the world. Yeah, it's a little bit of a deviation from, I guess, the old school mag builds, but still gets the job done in the end. S+4, they will take down a little bit of pressure top lane to kill off a tower, but Seedoy going up against a pretty pissed off Slark. Spin, TP, Warlock,
Not
getting
there.
body blocked by the ogre. Could have canceled, maybe.
Maybe. Been a real... But the golem range is pretty far.
Yeah. Like the stun range is really high. The stun radius is really high, plus the cast range is pretty good. Maybe. Who knows?
Right.
But again, like, this is all just getting G space.
Shadow Blade again. Take my wow this
Not
time.
necessarily-
Whoa, not gonna be too lucky about that one. Skewer gonna be stopping his tracks. The rock comes again with a perfect chain stun. Still going in. Aloha Dance going ham there. The Dark Pack going out. And now nice global silence. Gonna have that lasso set up perfectly. Catch that fish. And the Slark will go down. The Golem will fall as well. So it's gonna be Magnus for Slark. They trade the global silence for it and the Omni Slash.
Better gold exchange for the S+4 side. Should be pretty happy with that. But again, for Empire, the question is, did Alchemist die? The answer is usually going to be no, and he's been farming the entire time, so another space creation attempt. This one's a little bit more expensive than they really should be comfortable with. I guess we could say trade the Chaotic Offering for the Global Silence Omni Slash there. This tower is going to be pushed, but I don't think it's actually going to drop here. Like, it's Bloodlusted, maxed out Bloodlust, with, of course, the Fatal Bonds, Shadow Word, Harassment to push everyone back, so I think Empire should be pretty happy with that trade.
Definitely. But Roshka, you get Fatal Bonded up. It's a really annoying thing. There's the healing mode to offset a lot of this constant harassment, but you already see that Fatal Bonds damage taking away their life. They didn't have the healing mode there. Taemai Wow, 0-3. Not the best game for him. Nyx Assassin scouting again. With the Slark.
Digging.
They know.
I don't think there's any way to get in there as a Nyx Assassin without being seen. He has 1,800 gold. He is quite wealthy. I wonder what it's going to be. It's probably not an Ags Rush. I want to say Blink into Ags for Nyx. 4-staff Ags is also not bad.
Aetherlands.
That's pretty good also. I would say either lens is probably better when you're going up against like someone like OD. You have to make sure those mana burns always stick.
Yeah, I mean, you get Ags if you think that you need to hold the base. So meanwhile, Slark gonna get caught out. He dispels that silence, and there's gonna be Bloodlust immediately on him. But I see a roll in. Nyx Assassin in a lot of trouble. He does have spikes there. He goes for the stun, but he will not bail him out this time. Ghost Stick will fall. Seedoy again with the dominating spree, and now they're gonna push for a base. Slark might get global silence lash sword here, so has to be careful. Yeah, they're gonna set that one up.
There is
Global's ready.
20 seconds left until Warlock, or I guess 15 now. So he has that one up, 25 for the Nyx Assassin. The stack is spotted. Probably more relevant for Empire to save than this tier 2 tower, which at this point is
going for
pretty
Aloha
much...
Dance again. Oh no. Yep, came out well. There's RP. So really hoping to get that. Really hoping to get that leash there, I think.
They're gonna jack the Ancient stack.
Yeah, they have
So bad for the Alchemist.
He's bad, man.
Feels terrible, man.
But he's farming good. I mean, despite all that, 13k net worth. G recovers fast. Nyx Assassin scouting out Rochka. There is a dust of appearance. They haven't shown any signs that they know he's there yet.
Everyone from S+4 just playing so well around this Alchemist. Not always applying pressure to him, but taking away the kind of easy things to do up against the Alchemist. Take his stacks, pressure his jungle. I'd like to see a couple more kill attempts at G's life directly, since they haven't really been able to do that recently, but at this point, the Juggernaut is you know, not too far behind the Alchemists. I'm gonna say they're tied in farm, and that is perfectly fine for the S+4 side since they have the Empower on the Juggernaut. So Seedoi should be able to manhandle him pretty much in any given scenario if he's able to keep up with this farm rate, which is damn hard, but it looks like it's possible at least for a little bit more in this game.
Well, once the Off-3 Manta comes out, good luck with that. Yeah, Magnus TP's out means this tier 1 is forfeit. They drop the rock! Oh no!
Pushing ultimate. Used to push the towers.
Not
all it
planned.
Not even going to be a free one, though. And now they don't have it for this mid lane. Like, the Warlock Golem might not even get up here with Pushka. Ooh, not jumped by Shoshlo. That's surprising. I thought they would immediately go in for Ogre when they saw the Bloodlust casted.
Well, Seedoi. He's low. He might just start with a stun. He has used his Manta. Silencer is there. I think they find the Silencer. They want that Silencer. Juicy hero. Gonna start with the Impale. Start with the stun. Where's that follow-up? The stun landing here. G nearly missing there on the timing. Vansko gonna melt to the Radiance and they get a freebie there. But yeah. Score still favoring Empire by 3 kills. 3,000 gold now.
Still a 2-for-1 tower trade in favor of S4. It's still pretty good for them. Pulling out that Warlock ultimate is a big deal. Another minute and a half where they don't have to worry about that. Roshan is up. Now, I think if S4 just went straight for Rosh instead of that tier 2 tower, they probably could have gotten it without a hitch.
But how would you rate the Spirit's performance so far?
I think it is as good as you can expect. Like if S+4 end up losing this game, it's not going to be on a poor early game for Earth Spirit.
Alright. Oh, they can the Ogre. He's gonna TP out, but nope, it's kicked away. And could get brought down, so -1 here. They didn't even use the lasso, so just basic movements there. Now Seedoi banging away at the tier 3 tower. Starting to look rough here. Demon Slayer, does he have it? No, he doesn't. He's the mech carrier as well. Going down here will be bad, but a nice spike carapace will keep him alive. The mech doesn't keep him alive long enough, but Slark getting caught here, getting hit by the RP as well. Chain stun. He does have buyback, but I'm not sure he wants to use his Vansko, taking quite a bit of damage. The Radiance burn is real here. He's gonna tick. Is he gonna fall? The tier 3 tower falls. The illusion spam comes out. Ghost Stick has the stun. Get another stun here from G. And oh no, nice global silence gonna ensure that G stuns himself. And now he gets locked down. They kick him back in. They skewer him back into the fray. 60 seconds on that buyback. He does want to buy back. Maybe. Probably. The Spike Carapace is stunning everyone there. Nice stun. Slark buying back into the game. Gets that Shadow Dance off. Tame while losing health. But Aloha Dance not that powerful just yet. He loses his ulti. Now without his Shadow Dance, he's going to be very vulnerable. They get him. The fire. They're going to be putting him down the top pack. Not there. The hammer smashes him in the back. And down he goes. And without buyback, a dieback even, Empire could be looking at a huge loss in the early phase. And it might even be too much to recover from. Meposhka taking a shot here from that shockwave. The mid-racks going down, but the tier 2 bottom has already toppled, so S+4 could go for 2 lanes of racks, only 33 minutes in. Looks like I was wrong. They managed to play the disciplined Dota. Break in.
Yeah, they don't have enough, or they don't have nearly as much aggressive power as the Radiant side in the last game, yet still they're able to put it together. That miss on the Warlock ultimate bottom lane was huge. Like, he drops it now. It's way too late because all of his allies are dead. They're going to lose 2 sets of Raxes. If they had that ultimate for that mid lane fight, it looks so different for Empire. But just one slip up, not using it to kill off that mag, wasting it essentially on that bottom lane engagement. Oh man, that's going to cost Empire 1.5 sets of Raxes. Juggernaut has 7,000 gold, more farm than the Alchemist. I mean,
well,
what can you say about that?
Betters are not going to be happy. I think Empire is the more favored one in this lineup, but S+4 they have got something to prove to the world. They're not just S+4. There's something else.
What is Seedoi getting? You straight Eye of Scotty? He was thinking about Assault Cuirass. That's straight Eye of Scotty, or as straight as you can get, I guess.
Yeah, not that bad an item. Allows you to kite people, slow down the slot. The slot's just not strong enough at this point to kill people on his own. Because of this constant group up strategy, Earth Spirit ruins him, Bat Rider ruins him. It's just really troublesome.
The Eye of Scotty also gives him agility, which is gonna make him power even better. Power is maxed out, has been for a long time, so yeah. Now with this item build for Juggernaut, like the ultimate stat stacking build, I don't know exactly how much damage and power it gives, but it's a lot. 70-ish?
50. Pretty sure it's 50%.
Base damage?
Yeah, 50.
I'm pretty sure it works like...
It's
God
50-50. What do you mean by works like God's strength?
It doesn't... It counts as like base. So yeah, it should just give him plus 90. Never mind, I'm tripping. I'm wrong. It's not agility.
Alright.
It is agility based, but not in the way I'm thinking. I'm thinking of something completely different. So it
Yeah,
gives him a
yeah,
hell of a
yeah.
lot of damage.
Oh, Bat Rider,
Potion
gonna
is
find
also
Ogre.
really dead here.
And now he fights 4v5 and oh no, G walks into that rock and oh man, he's gonna self-own. He's dead. He has to buy back. It's their last straw. They have to go in for this one. Seedoy taking all the damage, but he's bloody tanky. He's got the Manta as well. And G not having that Alchemist ultimate after that buyback is a huge deal. Aloha Dance gonna purge that one off. The stun comes out, but the healing ward is still there. Nice stuns coming out. Ghost Stick does get that Aghanim Scepter in the nick of time. So will he be able to hold the ground here? Like I said, he needs it for the high ground defense.
Magnus is here now. He was not in that previous engagement. There's no global silence. There is a rock though. So if Empire are going to defend, this is actually their best chance. I mean, they have to defend because if they don't, they lose the game. But they have all their assets, and S+4's assets are for the most part offline. Like they have only one ultimate during the RP. I don't think it's worth it for S+4 to stick around here. Like yeah, they can win the game if they somehow win a team fight, but they just don't have the right tools to do so. Unless they get the element of surprise and Tame Out Wild doing
on
something
Aloha
really
Dance
obscure.
and then skewer out. He has a Shadow Blade. He's gonna walk out of here.
Yo, this is so sneaky.
And the down pack is down. This could be RP time. RP time. There you go. Skewer him back into the enemy team, and he doesn't have buyback. He's dead. 60 seconds on the sideline with Poshka. Now getting the double stun. Roshka just with the perfect leash as well. Gets the double silence. No, G gonna stun himself. Gonna leave his teammate unguarded. The golem's coming down, but it's gonna do minimal damage here. And again, the Juggernaut just going ham. Seedoy should really put a pattern in for this Juggernaut. It's just so good on him. Fan score getting chased down. The Alchemist will turn him into gold. It's good enough damage. Seedoy, they're diving in. They buy back on the Warlock. Tame Out Wild. Well, has to run away. The Radiant's burn starting to add up. He's burning down. G is getting that kill. Body block by his own bloody creeps there. And the Illusions, meanwhile, just going to be constantly pressuring Seedoy on his Juggernaut. There's that Omni Slash. Is it going to be enough though? G tries to get that kill. Oh no, Seedoy. Gotta go for the jug now, gets those Chris, and they go beyond godlike as well. G's gonna get stunned, and the Alchemist goes down to a low health Seedoy with a triple kill with that Alchemist on the dieback here. Do they get the kill on to that Juggernaut? I don't think so. The Diffusal Blade as well could be a Ultra, and a stolen one from Rochka. Pings coming out, Nyx Assassin buys back into the game. The Global Silence even being used there. The Silencer buying back just for that. The Slark coming in there. Now trying to look for Seedoy. Does he find it? There's a Manta. Even kicks him away. And now Seedoy just immediately spins out of this. Aloha Dance already used his ultimate for this. Ghost Stick is there. Looks for the Silencer. But this Slark is just so out contested right now. He purges it off. But Tame Out Wild is just looking for him. The big bad Magnus comes in. Shockwaves him in the face. He's down and the GG comes out. Empire are out. S+4. They do it with the Juggernaut.
We're gonna point to anything for Empire that should have happened but didn't happen. I think it was obviously the fact that they lost stacks and whatever. That was a really hard blow to them.
Yeah.
The Slark had a Shadow Blade. The Nyx Assassin had Vendettas. They didn't really get that many pickoffs, especially with that Slark. Like if you're gonna go for Shadow Blade into Echo Saber on your Slark, you kind of have to get kills with it. And if you don't, you kind of have to get a lot of farm. And he was really doing neither. He was in the fights a lot without actually getting any kills, and because of that, he was not really close to where he needed to be in order to contest what S+4 bring to the table.
Yeah. Well, that is definitely going to be disappointing. You know, I did keep track. I was casting with CloudX the other day, and we were talking about how a lot of the name teams, so to speak, like PR, Vega, you know, they're playing against the quote quote lesser known teams. There was even a Han squad that beat one of them. So it's been a real upsetting tournament in a sense that a lot of teams that people don't expect to win have been winning games. As plus S+4 are flip side, so we're gonna call them one of the name teams as well. So Empire probably got the toughest of the stack here. Unfortunate they go out now, but I look forward to see more S+4 going forward. But we have more games tomorrow actually. If you're going to join me, there is going to be let me see. Alright, it's going to be more two more best of threes tomorrow. It'll be M111, Meow 111 versus PR. Meow 111 actually took out a good team as well. I can't remember which team. And then there's Evil Corporation versus Sharks. Evil Corporation, not a Han squad. So definitely recommend you tune in for that one. But yeah, the broadcast is going to be done for today. So thank you guys for watching. You're watching the Dota 2 Champions League. And I'm here with my co-caster, Mike Loris. So if you want to give him a shout out, go check out his Twitter. It's on the top right hand corner. And of course, this tournament wouldn't be made possible without Epic Esports events as well as Face It. So shout out to those guys as well. I myself am Lysander Zenora, and thank you guys for watching. Any closing words, Mike?
Not really. Impressive display from S+4.
All right.
Take the stacks, guys. Take his stacks. Take the Alchemist stacks all the time.
That's how you beat Alchemist in pubs. Do it, learn from the pros, guys. And well, that's it. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys next time.